Hello everyone, welcome to LA Valley College for the California Gold Sox visiting the Ventura County Bucs. This is a GCCL matchup, division matchup between these two teams. My name is Landon Klotz. Alongside me, Charlie Gonzalez will be on the call today. Charlie, how you feeling about the game today? Excited for some more baseball?
I am. Getting ready for the playoffs. Going to be out at Cal Poly Pomona. I'm sure this team will be there. I know the Ventura County Pirates will be there, and hopefully the SBL Buccaneers can also make it in. As we're covering three teams this season, I've gotten to know the players on each. And the starting pitcher for the Golden Coast Collegiate League Buccaneers, Cyan Tiger Mezin, actually making his rounds this summer, playing with all three teams I just mentioned. So his services are needed wherever, and he goes wherever. He's very flexible, consistent player.
Pitched for 1 2/3 innings, and he left with a 5.4 ERA.
Number 6, Schofield.
Not obviously what he would prefer, but he's got a good chance here to see if he can turn that around here against the Gold Sox, and it's Schofield that will step in to lead things off.
Schofield today is playing at shortstop. High by his head, 1-0.
First pitch from Mezin is upstairs, so 1-0 count to kick things off here in this one. It's a sunny day, no clouds in the sky once again out here. Gets hot out there on that field. That one chipped directly back for a foul ball, 1-1.
Yeah, there are some clouds, not enough to block out the sun, but there is a nice breeze, as I was just outside, so I hope the players are getting that. They're not roasting out there. Timeout called. The pitcher is he's handing a glove over.
It's a 1-1 count on Scofield after some time called there. First AB of the day. Pitch is delivered outside. 2-1.
Yesterday, there were a lot of pitches like that from both sides, and a lot of them were called strikes as they soared over the plate. They kind of curved, and it looked like they went over the right batter's box. But not every umpire has their own strike zone.
That one is a very low delivered ball, but he chips it on a check swing over to the third base side. Throw is in time, and he's out.
And we have 3 umpires here, unlike the usual 2. So they're
Hold on.
the 1, 2, and a 3, and they're discussing the call.
Yeah, they're calling him safe, I guess, because he dropped the ball at the end, maybe. Umpire did show an out sign, and then I looked up, and he was showing safe all of a sudden. That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't see the ball drop. But maybe he saw something I didn't when I looked down at my scorecard.
So it'll be a leadoff hit, rather, for Schofield. So a man on first, no outs for the Gold Sox. Gold Sox not wearing gold socks at all.
Yeah, disappointing. At least, as much as I hate the Red Sox, they at least have their uniform that matches their team name.
Pretty cool if they're wearing bright gold socks. Maybe it might be against the rules, though. A lot of times you just wear kind of dull-colored socks. Big swing and a miss there. The first pitch that De Palma sees of the day from Mezin. Palma playing center.
Yeah, and his first name, Sebastian. Not sure how you pronounce that SZ part. I like it.
The one pitch is a little high. 1-1, no outs, runner on first base.
Schofield looked like he's chilling with the way his posture is. He doesn't look like he's ready to run. And time is called. Three umpires, as I mentioned, that will make this game easier to officiate, as one doesn't have to switch in between the infield and first base.
Going from first, ball's in the dirt. That'll be an easy stolen bag for Schofield. And another ball against De Palma. It's a 2-1 count. No outs and a runner in scoring position now after the stolen bag. 2-1 count on De Palma.
Back-to-back 2-1 counts to start out this game.
Fouled. 2-2 count. The Gold Sox putting pressure on Mezin right away. Early on in this one, top of the first inning. No outs, runner on second.
And that foul, it was hit off a curveball. As you can see, the ball, the way it spun as it slowly rolled into foul territory.
Took a little break in between pitches there, and 2-2 count about to be delivered from Mezin as he checks back at second. He fires that one on the ground through the hole. Goes out to left field. He's turning third, trying to go home. The throw should be there. And no, a bad throw. Cuervo there, I believe it was. He was falling. Or maybe that was Schaefer.
Yeah, Schaefer threw to Choi at home, and he cut around, and the ball wasn't caught in the glove, so he was safe. So it was a single for De Palma, and on that window where Schofield came home, he was able to advance to second. So an RBI single.
He's on second right now, no?
Yeah, he's on second, but the hit was a single.
Oh, he ran after.
Yeah.
It's Nelson now stepping into the box. Second baseman for today. A check swing on a high pitch. Did not go around. Ball one. So already a 1-0 score here with no outs and another runner in scoring position after the RBI from De Palma.
Steven Nelson usually wears 77 this time, just sporting 17.
That one finds the low outside edge of the strike zone. Good pitch from Mezin, 1-1 count. He needs to get an out here before the damage gets too much. Mezin, as we mentioned, stepping down, has started his season this summer as a Ventura County Pirate. He's played on all the teams now after appearing here. Finds that same pitch, low corner for another strike. 1-2 count now on Nelson.
And I don't know what position the Gold Sox are in, as the Golden Coast Collegiate League doesn't really keep track of their stats and standings, but the way they're playing so far, they could be at the top of their division.
We know the GCCL, these Bucs here, have had a little trouble. Batter's going to call time. Had a little trouble stringing wins together. Not the type of performance they wish for probably this summer. That one finds the outside corner, 3 of those in a row, and that'll be a strikeout looking on Steven Nelson, the first K of the day for Cy Mezin.
Evan Davali, the catcher.
Catcher number 9, Evan DeValley.
Also wearing a different number than usual. He's wearing 9 instead of 14.
Choi's going to run out to Mezin and have a quick chat. Once again, this is the first time these two have played catch with each other in a game. Mezin, his first appearance with the GCCL Bucs, and Choi has been kind of that go-to catcher for this team. Very reliable guy. So they need to be able to make sure that their standings, their signs rather, are working out correctly. A couple good pitches there in a row to get the strikeout for Mezen. One out runner on second base. Mezen's going to throw it to second as there was a long lead. And a pickle situation now, and that'll be an easy tag out there from Mezen.
Yeah, pickle. I saw that coming from when Choi threw it over to DeLuca at second. You know there's going to be a pickle. And De Palma just knew there was not enough time for him to run back. And third baseman running up, De Palma got past him, and Mezen came over to tag him out as a live runner. So now 2 outs and no runners on.
Pitch still has not been thrown to DeValle. There goes one, and that one is fouled back. 0-1. 2 outs now and nobody on after one run has scored already for the Gold Sox. But a good job there getting the runner out on second. That was in scoring position. Try to minimize the damage here. One directly on the ground to Cuervo at short. Makes the athletic grab. Throws it across and ends the inning.
Yes. That's what I wanted to say.
One run, one hit.
And that no chance that was going to be mistaken as a run, or excuse me, as a hit. So yeah, 1-0 Gold Sox after the top of the first. See you right after this for the bottom.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. LA Valley College, bottom of the first inning. Gold Sox were able to put up one
Now
run.
batting the center fielder, number 12, Max Garcia.
And it's all up to the Bucs to respond early on before the hole gets too much. These early innings are super crucial. It's hard to come back, as we've seen in this league multiple times. They can't really string together runs at the end of the games. It's more who gets that lead at the beginning. It's going to be Dean Morgan on the mound, left-handed pitcher, and a bunt to start things off for Max Garcia, and a great job from Morgan to get there in time.
First hit is a bunt. It goes right to the pitcher. He throws it over to first. For a 1-3
Second
ground
baseman,
out.
number 3, Anthony DeLuca.
DeLuca, second baseman.
Luca steps in. I have the standings for the Gold Sox. You were saying that they look like a really good team. Quite the opposite. Their record is 2-13.
Oh,
And they're on an 11-game losing streak. So,
wow. So they started 2-2 and haven't won a game since early June.
that's exactly right. It's a 1-1 count on DeLuca.
It can be deceiving, I guess. Plays can be
Yeah.
deceiving.
The Bucs need to get a win here, so that way they can feel confident.
Yeah.
It's the last leg of this season. Pirates and the SBL Bucs are already a lock for their playoffs. Don't believe this team is a lock. They
They're a
started
lock
out
to-
early on.
Yeah. They're a lock to miss the playoffs.
They started out early on, losing some games. We're able to get a little momentum, but gonna have to fight for it here. 2-2 count on DeLuca.
DeLuca has had 15 at-bats this season to make this number 16.
That'll be a walk. That was a full count there.
Leaf, a 261 batting average this year, and his on-base percentage is just above that times 2, 529.
Big breaking ball pitch there is swooped all the way back down for Morgan. Looks like it was going to find the strike zone and went very low at the last second. A lot of movement on that pitch. 1-0 count on Troy Leaf. It's going to be called just outside, a lefty versus lefty matchup right now. Not something we see very frequently.
That's true. And Robert, our supervisor, is going to be the third base coach today or the first base coach, for Golden Coast Bucs.
Runner's going from first, however, it's popped up foul ball. So he'll have to return. 2-1 count.
So Ventura County Bucs were here earlier in batting practice, thought they would be playing, but they did not. Those were Keller, Taryn, and Ruvalcaba. We're going to have to keep an eye on DeLuca leading off of first. There's a throw over there, and he's safe.
Still a 2-1 count on Leaf. Runner on first, one out, and that's going to be a little outside.
Danger of walking another runner here.
He's got a good chance here on a 3-1 count.
And DeLuca looks like he's ready to steal, but he might not have to if it's ball 4, and it is.
So a couple walks in a row after
The designated hitter, number 19, Cy Mezin.
the very quick out against the leadoff batter, and Max Garcia, he bunted to start things out on the first pitch of the game.
And here's your starting pitcher, Cyan Tiger Mezin. He's going to start out as a two-way player today.
Young player from Hawaii, looking to get some reps this summer, and that he has. And he chips his first pitch he sees back for a foul ball, 0-1.
I can only imagine every time I hear his name, like a tiger with like cyan blue fur and like bright white and then dark black stripes. I'm sure someone has drawn that for him, someone.
0-1 pitch has to be blocked by Diwali behind the plate. Does a good job of doing so and not allowing any runners to advance. 1-1. Only one out, 2 runners on. The Bucs looking to respond.
The tying runner has a lead off the second, and he's going for third, and it doesn't matter if there's a hit.
This one could be a double play, and it is. Ground ball directly to the second baseman, and that'll do it for the first inning.
One hit.
No, there were no hits.
No one.
No runs, no hits, no errors, 1-0, 1 Sox.
Yeah, 4-6-3 double play there to end the first inning. So the Golden Coast Bucs remain scoreless as we head to the second.
Hitter number 23, Trevor Smentek.
Trevor Smentek stepping in. Top of the second. Score is 1-0 in favor of the Gold Sox. He pops this one up straight to Edwards in right field for the first out of the inning.
And Edwards didn't have to move there. He just saw it floating to him, put his glove out, and got the out. And this inning starts the same way as the bottom of the first did, with a hit, ended up being out. So first pitch, first out. And Matthews Volos. Way high. Choi having to step up and grab that. There's a 1-1 count now for Volos. Just helped end the first inning with a double play from Nelson and Schofield. And there's strike 2. Mezen off to a better start this inning already than he did in the first. Ahead in the count. There's a looking strikeout for Matthews Volos, and that's the second from Cyan Mezen today. Both looking. So 2 up, 2 down.
Right fielder number 10, Luca Rubin.
Luca Rubin looking to keep this inning going. Mezin taking his time. Deals pitches. Check swing, goes in for strike one. And Golden Coast Buccaneers today, a little short staffed, as a supervisor is in as a coach. A huge swing and a miss right there. It was high and away, would have been ball one, but instead it's strike two. Could be the last pitch of the inning.
Isn't really finding his stride now after that first inning, giving up a run.
There you 1-3. Yep. 1-3 ground out. Now each side on defense has a 1-3 ground out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning. In the top of the second, no runs, no errors. Still 1-0.
Number 21, Michael Choi.
All right, bottom of the second. Michael Choi leading things off. Also due up Ryder Edwards and Hunter Zanke.
Choi, one of the more reliable hitters on this team. Let's see if he can do something here. They still trail by 1. Bottom of the second here. Takes a ball outside. That one straight down the zone. Decides not to swing at it.
The breaking ball there is, yes, just as it approached the plate, it dipped. Thought it was going to soar high for ball 2.
That one will hit him. Tried to even get out of the way of it. No chance there. Choi will take his base.
Don't get out of the way of it. Take the free base. Especially if it's off speed. You're not going to get hurt. And that's exactly what he did.
Right fielder, number 8, Ryder
So,
Edwards.
tying runner at first.
Ryder Edwards coming up now. Runner on first base after the hit by the pitch. No outs. Straight down the zone for a looking strike.
Once again, he goes with that breaking ball. That fools most batters. Some, you get a read on it if the arm comes out the same way when he throws it. We're going to try to get a read on him today.
He makes contact on a bunt on an outside pitch, and it'll advance Choi to second base. He'll be out at first.
The first baseman, number 25, Hunter Zanke.
And they're going to try to rely on Hunter Zanke to Help bring Choi around now with one out. And Choi is on second base.
Hunter Yankee with that long stride gives him an advantage when he's a base runner, and especially when he's looking to steal.
Yankee calls time and steps out after Morgan was eyeing second base for quite a long time on the mound.
He's only going to keep looking back. He decides not to throw it.
Delivers that one for a strike on Zanke. Choi has a nice lead at second. Yeah, just teasing Morgan on the mound.
And Zanke, 333 batting average. Or excuse me, 333 on base percentage.
The ball on Zanke way outside. Tried to get that one to come around again. It's similar pitch to what we've been seeing. Not able to find the zone that time.
The second baseman just stopped moving closer to second after that. He was playing really tight, and now it's the shortstop doing it.
Morgan turned around real quick, made Choi dive back to second. No throw. 1-1 count. One out. Pitch is popped up, foul territory, and it will just fall right around the dugout side on the first base line. 1-2 count.
And there he goes. This will bounce foul.
It's kind of pretty slow off-speed pitch there. Right down the zone. Almost didn't know what to do with it. And he stays alive in the count. 1-2, one out, runner on second. Makes some contact with that one on the ground to the shortstop. He'll be out at first. And Choi will make it to third.
And so advancing on back-to-back groundouts by Edwards and Zanke. Now the tying runner, one base away from
Number 27,
putting the
Krieger.
Bucs on the board. Krieger has a 250 batting average this season.
Krieger watches that one go by for a ball.
Yeah, the breaking ball there, that dipped a little too early and it went below the strike zone, and Navali tipped his glove upside down.
That one, contact made, left field, and it's over the left fielder's head. That will bring in a run. And it'll be an RBI stand-up double from Chase Krieger to tie up the game.
Nice job by him, and there's a very strange, though, move by out there in left field, Leon's. He didn't hustle to grab that. That was definitely within his reach, and he just let it bounce against the fence.
Shortstop number 11, Brandon Cuervo.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it seemed like could have been a routine play, but it did hit the fence. It's a little hard to track back at the fence. Now Krieger at second after his RBI double. Cuervo takes a strike. Game is tied up at 1 apiece now. And it's an 0-1 count. 2 outs. They're going to check up at second. Throw was a little wild, but second baseman able to grab it, and no chance for a tag at all.
Krieger, like I mentioned, like with Zanke, he too is very tall. His stride, he can close that distance in between him and the next base.
One way outside and up. On Cuervo for a ball, 1-1.
Deck is Austin Schaefer in the bottom of the batting order. Starting third baseman for the Bucs.
It's a nice line drive to the outfield and a diving play from Rubin in right field to end the inning and not allow possibly another run to come in. If he laid out for that, the ball would have bounced behind him and probably would have gotten the lead for the Bucs. A great play in right field from Rubin to keep this one tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, that definitely could have brought home Krieger. It's now 1 apiece. Bucs no longer trail. Top of the third about to begin in a moment.
The extra hitter number 15, Cody Gonzalez.
Welcome back, everyone. Game is now tied. We got a good one here. 1 apiece for each team. It is the top of the third and the start of the third inning of work for Cy Mezen on the mound. After a 1-2-3 inning in the last one, and he gets Gonzalez to take a big hack at the first pitch he sees. 0-1 count.
That was a slider, came in one side, exited the strike zone on the other. There it is again. Yeah.
Got a little contact on that one. Still a strike regardless, and it found the glove of Choi. 0-2 early on. As I mentioned, Mezen really found his groove in the second inning. And there's 3 strikes in a row, a swinging strikeout in the third K for Mezen.
And yeah, he had in the second inning a 1-2-3, and he's off to a good start here in the third. Joseph Lucas, the third baseman.
Lucas steps in after the punch out. First pitch popped up very high in the infield. It's going to be the shortstop Cuervo to play it, and he gets the quick out. 2 quick ones right away.
And that went the infield, and Cuervo and as well as Schaefer looking to make a play on that. On the first pitch, pops it up, held his head down knowing full well it was going to land in the glove of an infielder. So yeah.
Bottom of the order, and Mezen has a chance to do another 1-2-3 inning. We'll see what Max Lyons has to say about that.
That wild pitch, it goes underneath Choi, and thankfully there were no base runners on to advance.
1-0 count, 2 outs, nobody on for the Gold Sox.
And Leon's had a chance to catch that RBI double by Krieger, but just didn't make a play on it.
Another one outside that time. So after a couple really good pitching ABs for Mezen, a couple balls right away to Lyons here. 2-0 count. Looking to work his way back in the count with this one here. It's a third ball in a row.
Hasn't walked anyone yet today. No HBPs.
3-0 count, nobody on and 2 outs. Mezin trying to end this one quick. On the 3-0, it's a pitch way inside that Lyons has to jump out of the way of, and he'll take his base.
After the first two batters were out, and now Max Leons will walk. Now returning to the top of the order, Connor Schofield.
Schofield reached on an error to lead things off. Came all the way around to score. It's the solo run for the Gold Sox. And he takes a big hack. It's in shallow right field, and the second baseman or the right fielder can't make a play, but what a throw! What a throw from Edwards in right field to get Lyons out, who was trying to make it all the way to third off of that.
And he was hustling, and he didn't run as fast. I thought I could hear him like exhale over and over every step he took. But yeah, that blooper single, had he stayed a second, this inning would still be going. But good job, Edwards, to throw it over to Schaefer to not allow any more runs and to go to the bottom of the third.
Bottom of the order to start out the bottom of the third for the Bucs, Austin Schaefer. He'll step in for his first AB of the day after the Bucs were able to put up a run last inning and tie this thing up. It's a little blooper hit over to the third baseman. That'll be a quick out.
First pitch results in a 5-3 ground out. That's how most of these innings have gone.
Center fielder number 12, Max Garcia.
So now Max Garcia 0 for 1. Today he hit a 1-3 ground out to start off the bottom of the first.
We did a little bunt to start things off. We'll see if he takes a swing at it now, and he takes the ball outside. 1-0 count, 1 out, nobody on for the Bucs. Swings that one on the ground to the shortstop, Schofield. The throw is there just in time.
Nice throw across his body there. Schofield scooping it up and stretched his left arm out and then threw it across his body over to first. And Bolos was waiting, ready. So 2 up, 2 down after only 3 pitches.
Luca, he walked in the first. He takes a swing at a low pitch for an 0-1 count.
And these Gold Sox uniforms look a lot like Major League. They got stripes on the pants and they have their number on the front and back. I like them.
That'll be a ball. It's a 1-1 count now on DeLuca. 2 outs and nobody on. He takes another ball there. Morgan has only thrown a few pitches this inning. It's going to help him go long in this one if he can continue to do that. But now he's delivering a few balls to DeLuca. It's a 3-1 count after 2 quick outs.
It's similar to how Mezin had 2 quick outs and then walked Leon in the bottom of the, or in the top of the third. There we go.
So DeLuca will get on first for the second time today, but no hits, both of them being walks.
Extra hitter number 16, Choi Leaf.
And there's ball one way outside over the left batter's box for Troy Leaf.
Leaf also reached on a walk in the first.
And then tagged out, forced out at second on a double play.
1-0 count, 2 outs, runner on first. This one popped up towards the third baseman in foul territory, but it will be the third out of the inning. Lucas ends this one quick.
No hits.
No runs,
Yeah,
no
so-
hits, no errors.
No runs, hits, or errors in the bottom of the third. So after 3, it's tied 1 apiece. See you for the beginning of the 4th.
The center fielder number 4, Sebastian DePalma.
DePalma, 1 for 1 on the day, steps in to start out the 4th inning here. Mezin still dealing on the mound. He had the RBI single to bring in the first run of the game, and he takes a high pitch from Mezin for a 1-0 count.
Only 2 hits given up today by Mezin.
Going just over top of the zone. A close one, but a good take from DePalma. And he's ahead early, a 2-0 count. finds the zone for a strike, 2-1.
That breaking ball, once again, Mezin, that's his out pitch. I've seen him on the mound this year. That's his go-to. And he's perfected it.
Mezin trying to tie up the count here. And he does. A foul tip directly back, 2-2.
De Palma, after getting on, stole second, attempted to steal third as well, but tagged out in a pickle. And Mezin ran over to cover third. And good awareness and good read of the situation.
2-2 pitch is delivered, finds the zone, a strikeout looking.
Fourth strikeout of the day for Mezin.
3 of the 4 looking.
Yeah. He's good at fooling them.
Nelson will step up. He's 0 for 1. He was the victim of the first strikeout from Mezin in the first inning. Trying to change his fate here. 1 out, nobody on. Outside pitch, check swing, doesn't go around.
As Cyan doesn't get much playing time on the VC Pirates, it's good here that he has a shot to be the starting pitcher. There's strike 1. The Pirates rarely find time outside of Abbott and Tovar and guys like that.
1-1 count, swung on from Nelson again. 1-2. Mezin seeing if he can get another strikeout here on a 1-2 count. Goes for that outside edge again, but it goes a little low.
Yeah, fastball, diagonal line right to Choi's knees. One thing we haven't seen a lot today is that deep ball. Only one ball has gotten past those outfielders. And that was the RBI double by Krieger. Expect to see that more as the game goes along. Both teams make a move for the win.
2-2 pitch coming in from Mezin, swung on and missed. Another strikeout. That time swinging.
5th of the day, Mezin off to a solid start. It looked like that first inning may have been a fluke giving up that run.
Number 9, Evan DeValley.
Evan DeValley, 0 for 1 today, had a 6-3 ground out to end the first.
Two outs now after a couple Ks in a row. Evan DeValley steps up. Takes a pitch way outside. 1-0 count. Game is still tied at 1 apiece after the Bucs were able to tie it up in the second inning.
Last inning, he got the first 2 batters out and then walks the third, trying to avoid that happening again here.
Directly in front of us, a 1-1 count.
Some of these outfielders here just look like they're relaxing out there. Not much has come their way today. Infielders getting the brunt of all those hits right off the bat.
And 1 pitch, a big swing from DeValley. And he misses. It's a 1-2 count. Mezin, 1 strike away from striking out the side.
Yeah, this could be the last pitch of the top of the 4th. Striking out the side. Only saw it once this season.
And he does, and he lets out a huge yell in celebration there. Gets him out looking. 3 Ks in a row, and we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Excellent job there, and yeah, he knew as soon as that was caught, because he's kept an eye. He knows where that strike zone is, as he's been staring at it for 4 innings. He knew exactly when it was caught what it was going to be called. So, bottom of the 4th coming up.
Bottom of the 4th inning. It's none other than Cy Mezin that's going to step in after striking out the side just a second ago.
So, first off, being pumped and walking into the dugout. Now he has a chance to do great at the plate.
It's a pitch outside. It's a 1-0 count on Mezin. Trades his glove for a bat, as we mentioned, after striking out the side. And here he is, starting things off in the bottom of the 4th. Takes a swing and fouls it back. 1-1.
Yeah, Mezin hit a 4.63 double play ground out in the 1st. A breaking ball just soars in there for strike 2.
A really slow pitch there, but not really a swingable one. It's on the outside edge. Could have gone either way. Goes in favor of Morgan on the mound, starting his 4th inning of work himself. Delivered outside and ties up the count at 2.
Yeah, Morgan walked 3 batters and even HBP on one of them as well.
2-2 pitch is straight down the zone, and it's a looking strikeout.
And Mezin gets a taste of his own medicine as he's on the receiving end of a looking strikeout
Choi.
this time.
That's right. It's the first strikeout of the day for Dean Morgan on the mound.
And honestly, with that stat, he's lucky that the Bucs have only put up 1 run.
Choi takes a pitch just a little high.
And Choi, hit by pitch, as I just said, on the 3rd pitch of his first at-bat. There's ball 2. He scored a run on Chase Krieger's RBI double. Could have been played by Leon's in left field, though.
Choi batting a 241 on the season, and he gets on base about 40% of the time. He takes a strike on the outside corner for a 2-1 count with 1 out and nobody on. There's some contact, but it's on the ground directly to the third base in Lucas, and that's another quick out.
Fielder number 8, Ryder Edwards.
Now Lucas to Svolos across the infield. And now Edwards will look to keep this inning going with 2 outs.
Edwards 0 for 1 on the day, and he looks to extend this inning here. First pitch swung on, popped up infield. First baseman underneath it. Zvolos makes the grab and ends the inning.
Yeah, so that was the first 1-2-3 inning for Dean Morgan today. So strikeout looking, 5-3 ground out, and a pop fly to first base. After 4, the score is 1-1. See you in the 5th.
Starting out the 5th inning, it's going to be Mezen on the mound once again after
The designated hitter
striking out the side in the 4th. Smentek will step in. The DH today, he's 0 for 1. Popped out to the right fielder in the 2nd inning. Here in the 5th, he has a chance to get on base for the first time today, but Mezen is on top of his game as of right now. At least last inning he was. He delivers a ball inside right there. 1-0 count.
Striking the side out in order. Hard to do. There's the ball 2.
Both those pitches coming in a little low. One inside and one outside on this right-handed batter of Smentek.
A little bit of a breeze picking up outside after it went dormant. That one rolls right underneath Choi. It's for ball 3.
Another one very low, and another pass ball by Choi, but not going to harm this team whatsoever. The only ones that have gotten past Choi have been when nobody's on the bases. Luckily enough for the Bucs. 3-0 count. That's a called ball. That'll be a 4-ball walk after striking out the side, so very drastic change there from Mezen on the mound.
The first baseman, number 7.
The leading runner now on base. Mezen giving up his first walk since the 3rd. That's only his 2nd of the day.
Mezen is likely to start possibly slowing down a little bit. He's already in his 5th inning of work now. Hasn't really gone this deep in games at all this summer, so it's really a test on his arm. Once again, did great last inning. However, it's a leadoff 4-ball walk. Turns it around there against the first baseman's Volos. Delivers a strike 0-1.
Volos struck out looking to get on base now and advance Smentek around the bases.
It's in the zone as well, so after a 4-ball walk, it's an 0-2 count now. Mezin can throw whatever he wants here. To pitch is hit on the ground. Gonna look for 2, and he tries to throw before picking it up.
And yeah, it fell out of his hand, so that's going to be E6 right there. It got out of his glove and just slipped off the top of his fingers. So it's going to be Smentek advancing over to second
The right fielder
on the error.
Luca Rubin.
Yeah, and due to that error, it's a very, very different situation than what would have happened there. Looks like a routine double play there, and a huge error on Cuervo. Now, no outs, 2 runners on, one of them being in scoring position at second base. Luca Rubin up now, just looking to advance some runners.
The tying runner in scoring position, the leading runner in scoring position. He has a modest leadoff, isn't looking to steal third.
And that one will drop for a base hit. And runner on second will stay at third. A good throw in out there in center field from Garcia. Not Garcia, Leaf actually out there now.
Yeah. And yeah, Leaf. Now blooper single just goes over the head of DeLuca. Leaf, we're throwing it in quick, ensuring that Smentek did not go home on that, which he had a chance to. So loaded bases and no outs, and all of a sudden the Gold Sox are in prime position to take the lead again.
Interesting how much momentum can shift in this game after striking out the side just last inning. Same pitcher on the mound in Mezin. The bases are loaded with no outs. This one's popped up. Shallow right field. What a grab from Edwards. And he keeps everyone stationary at their own bases. So 1 out, bases still loaded.
He was running in close to the second baseman, DeLuca. He had to turn his glove in an awkward position to catch that. He was determined to make that play, and I don't think DeLuca had a good read on it.
Well, one of those balls has already squeaked by for a hit in that shallow right field side. The second baseman and right fielder have struggled already with that spot. It's an awkward spot to see who's going to make it. It's a long run for the right fielder and an awkward run for the second baseman. So it'll be a mound visit with the bags loaded and 1 out.
Not necessarily Almezin's fault that the bases are loaded, is that error by Cuervo allowed there to be two base runners on.
Yeah, that's right. He did have the leadoff walk, but got Svolvos, the next batter, to get it on the ground directly to the shortstop.
Yeah, assuming if the third and fourth at bats would have ended up the same way had that been a double play, we would be going to the bottom of the fifth already. So, but we're still in the top of the fifth, one out, bases are loaded. And now up is Joseph Lucas.
Lucas 0 for 1 on the day as well. He popped up to Cuervo at shortstop. And he takes a ball in the dirt. Choi doing a good job staying in front of it. Cannot afford to let any balls go past him now. Bases are loaded. And a free run would not be good for the Bucs, as the offense hasn't been able to produce much since the second inning. They got that 1 run. This one's on the ground to third baseman, and he can't make the play once again.
And
First baseman, wow, just
Unbelievable.
I don't know what
defensive.
just happened there, but yeah.
Defensive mistakes left and right from these Bucks in this inning. So 2 runs score off that one, believe it or not.
Yeah, and it looked like that's going to be E5 and E3 as both of them messed up on their own opportunities. So
Left fielder number 24, Max Myers.
So now the Gold Sox with a 2-run lead. And yeah, just falling apart out there in the infield for the Bucks. It's now 3-1 the score.
runners in the corners.
Big swing and a miss from Lions. Down in the count 0-2.
And Rubin get to third on 2 different errors, both by the third baseman now. It's coming to the official rulings. They're both on Schaefer.
That's a swinging strikeout. So another K for Mezen. That's the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the order.
Shortstop number 6, Connor Schofield.
Schofield now steps up.
So the error allowed Rubin to get to third, and it allowed Joseph Lucas to get on base, and it also brought home Svolos.
That's in the dirt. That will go past Choi. Not able to get back and get that in time. Mezen tried to come home and cover. It brings home a run off the pass ball.
And the score is now 4-1.
Confirm. 3 errors for us.
So just a ton of errors here, and a pass ball added on top of all the damage so far. Another run comes in. 4-1 the score in favor of the Gold Sox. 1-0 count on Schofield.
That wild pitch allowed Lucas to advance to second and Rubin to steal a run. There's 2-0 to count now.
The game was close, back and forth one. A lot of scoreless innings up until this 5th inning. Really just burst open off of a ton of errors. Very costly mistakes in the infield for the Bucks. It's a strike delivered. 2-1.
So 2 errors in 1 inning, both committed by Austin Schaefer at third base. So not a good day defensively, as there's 4 total errors on the infielders of the Bucks.
That run that came in is actually going to be called a wild pitch rather than a pass ball. I was calling it a pass ball, but nonetheless, it brings in a run. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Has popped up. Right center field. And it'll be Leaf that makes the grab and finally ends this one. Not after a lot of damage. 3 runs come in off a lot of errors.
Three runs, 1 hit, 3 errors. 4-1 Gold Sox.
We'll see you in the bottom of the 5th, and the Bucks have to respond. Hunter Zenke now steps in. Takes a strike to start things. Bottom of the 5th inning. The Gold Sox were able to get some momentum there off a lot of errors from the Bucs. 4-1 is the score. Zenke takes a ball.
Zenke bobbled a bad throw from Schaefer, but there was no error called on him. Both were credited to Austin. 1-2 the county swings and misses at that, but it bounces. So terrible read on the ball there. Way out ahead of it. Zenke today 0 for 1. Had a 6-3 ground out in the second.
1-2 count on Zenke. Pitch is crazy high and outside.
Yeah, it is crazy high.
Morgan shrugs that one off and laughs to himself. That's all you can do after that. 2-2 count.
Yeah, no one to blame but yourself for that wild of a pitch. And thankfully, it did not go behind Davali.
Swinging strikeout to start things out. So Morgan still has it on the mound in his 5th inning of work.
Here comes Chase Krieger, who had the RBI double in the second. That one getting right behind the left fielder Leon's.
Chase Krieger.
Krieger going to get on base.
No count after a ball on Krieger. Can't find the zone on that one. Pitch has been a little hit or miss for Morgan on the mound. Fastball down the zone is grounded directly to the shortstop. Second out very quickly.
That's just how the bottom of the 4th began for the Bucs. A strikeout and a ground out.
The shortstop, number 11, Brandon Cuervo.
Brandon Cuervo today has 1 error defensively. Looking to get on base for the first time. .350 batting average and a .500 on base percentage.
Another slow pitch down the zone for a strike. Cuervo. 0-1 count on him. That one's outside and up.
We've seen a lot of those like high arch pitches outside by Morgan, and I don't think he means to do it, but I'm not sure what kind of pitch he's trying to throw in there when he does that.
2-1 count. That one just slightly upstairs on Cuervo. A pitch is foul tipped for a strike. 2-2.
Down to the last strike of the inning.
Morgan already went 1-2-3 last inning. Looking to do the same here.
If he does, he'll be tied with Mezin for a number of 1-2-3 innings.
2-2 pitch. Swung on. Sent directly back to Morgan on the mound. And it's a bad throw from the pitcher. He'll make him pay by advancing to second off of that one. The error on the pitcher there.
E1, allowing him to go all the way to second base. So now Cuervo scoring position.
The third baseman, number 15.
He fielded that right, but just threw it too low and it bounced and it went past Svolos. So 5 total innings on the day, and now the Gold Sox have their first.
Schaefer takes a strike. Runner on second with 2 outs, and Schaefer looking to bring someone in. It'd be nice to respond to that 3-run inning that the Gold Sox just had for the Bucs. And that one will be a hit. That'll drop in right field. The runner's going to try to come home, and that he will. An RBI single from Schaefer brings home 1 run for the Bucs.
That error gave them a little bit of life. You know, 2 outs, they were staring down death. And here they are, the tying runner at the plate.
Number 12, Max Garcia.
Garcia stepping in 0 for 2 today. Both of them being ground outs. And a good eye on the first pitch, taking a ball. The lead is now down to just 2 from the Gold Sox. 4-2 is the score.
And there's going to be a mound visit as they talk to Dean Morgan. They're telling him, you know, those arch pitches, you can't keep doing that. And you see the coach is shaking his head. He may be done. That sound effect does not fit because it's not even nighttime. If this is a night game, I'd be totally on board with it.
I feel like I'm gonna sleep with that.
So 1-0 count, a very quick mound visit. They're going to keep Morgan out there. There are 2 outs. 1 run did just come home off the RBI single from Schaefer. Possibly just looking to have Morgan at least finish this one. With the 2 outs, a bunt. Beautiful bunt straight down the first base line. He'll be safe. And a horrible throw from the catcher.
Error 2.
Way out in the outfield. That'll bring home a run.
Wow. So a single that was meant to advance Schaefer only over to second, but he managed coming all the way home on E2.
That was interesting. I've never seen a play like that.
I have not. Like I thought, oh, Schaefer is definitely out. But no, he just throws it from the halfway down the first baseline, way over the head of the third baseman Lucas, and there he goes, comes home.
To kick things off, that whole play would not have happened if it weren't for the amazing bunt from Max Garcia.
The
It was
bunt, yeah.
straight down the line, just dribbled, got no momentum on that ball at all, just fell and really hard to play that ball there by the pitcher or the catcher.
And we do have a relief pitcher now. It's number 11.
So new pitcher is number 11, and then that's a hit and an error. Okay, fine, second.
Number 11 is Chase Arand, R-A-N-D. Yep.
Now pitching for the Gold Sox, number 11, Chase Arand.
Okay, and then I have defensive changes for us next inning, too.
Okay.
Okay, so Jaden Rez is going to hit in Schaefer's spot, playing shortstop, and Cuervo will move from short to third.
Okay. Do you guys have the totals on like in your phone?
No, I have them on paper.
1 run, 3 hits and 2 errors so far, I think.
There's been 2 runs.
2 runs.
Or sorry.
2 runs.
2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Yeah, 2-2-2.
Welcome back. Chase Arand on the mound now for the Gold Sox. 2 runs have come in. And to kick things off, a bad throw will advance Max Garcia to second base. So it started with a very quick 2 outs to kick things off in this inning and fell apart for the Gold Sox as well defensively. So the Bucs getting lucky, able to get back in this one, only down by 1 run now.
Ron, his coach probably thinking, you're really going to put the tying runner in scoring position? And yes, he does.
1-0 count for DeLuca. And that bunt popped up in the air and a diving snag from the new pitcher, Chaser Ron.
2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 4-3 Gold Sox.
And that was a very strange inning, as there were 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and the Golden Coast Bucs only now trail by 1.
BC Pirates and Buccaneers game. Sebastian Diploma.
Yes, Sebastian Diploma. How it sounds like diploma. I'm sure he has his high school diploma. Anyway, here we go. Top of the 6th about to begin. 1 for 2 today's Diploma. He takes ball 1. Mezen still on the mound for the Bucs.
Mezen likely very high in his pitch count at this point, starting his 6th inning. And he's not even a normal GCCL Bucs player anyway, so that must be likely due to some pitching staffing problems on this team.
Correct. Tourville, notably, is not here. Logan Tourville.
2-0 count for Mezen. Swung on and missed. Most recently, Diploma struck out looking at the hands of Mezen in the 4th inning. His RBI single is all the way back in the 1st inning.
He's tying down a pickle, stealing 3rd on that same inning, in the same inning.
The 2-1 pitch is upstairs. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the bullpens.
Now, I just noticed the Gold Sox have the state of California's outline, and it's covered in gold, and it's shaded in nicely on the back of their uniforms.
3-1 swung on, missed, full count.
First full count in a while for Mezen. This one popped up over the net.
Another full count pitch on the way to the leadoff batter in this 6th inning.
Yeah, leading off 2nd time today.
Full count is a called strike. De Palma definitely thought he had his base. Finds the outside edge, and he strikes out for the 2nd time today.
Second baseman number 17, Steven Nelson.
Yeah. a little too patient, struck out looking twice. And now you have Steven Nelson, second baseman, who struck out looking once, and then 3 innings later struck out swinging. So hasn't even gotten a piece of the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Little high there from Mezen.
Despite a rough 5th inning by the Bucs defense, Mezen giving a good impression his first game with them this year.
The last K was his 8th on the game already. Swinging miss from Nelson ties up the count, 1-1.
1-1 pitch.
Finds the inside edge for a called strike, 1-2 now on Nelson. And he's a strike away from recording another K. Would be his 9th on the mound and 3 for Steven Nelson, who's at the plate now, and that it is. So 3 strikeouts on the day for Nelson and 9 of them from Mezen on the mound.
Excellent day. A total of 23 at bats, 9 of them strikeouts.
The catcher number 9, Evan DeValley.
Those are good odds. Getting a lot of Ks today. It's definitely the longest he's gone this summer on the mound. Only has come in very infrequently in relief. 2 outs, nobody on. That's a little bit low on DeValley. Also 0 for 2 on the day, a ground out and a strikeout to his name.
DeValley, a lot of these batters struggling to get on base. And it's not just DeValley and Nelson.
There's a strike there. Interestingly enough, when Mezen struck out the side in the 4th inning, it was the exact same batters.
Yeah, and
Palma, then Nelson, and DeValley. So he might try to do the same here, a 1-1 count. That'd be very interesting to strike out the side on the same 3 guys. And swinging miss there, 1 strike away from doing it.
Yep, and this one would have to be looking, which is harder to do because these batters, they can read the ball well. But see if we can have, it'll be a mirror, deja vu for Mezen. And let's see if he lets out that victory. Nope. That is that victory.
Upstairs and out, 2-2.
Yells out triumphantly. That's the word I was looking for.
It's a 4-3 ball game still. Gold Sox lead by 1. And Mezen still commanding on the mound. About to complete his 6th inning of work. It's in the dirt, a full count. Making things a little more dramatic. Still has a chance to strike out the side for the 2nd time today, though. Full count pitch coming in on DeValley. And he stays alive, tips it directly back.
And this top of the 6th so far is going quick, but now it's slowed down with 2 strikes and following up with 3 balls. Nobody in the bullpen, so Mezen, as far as we know, will be pitching in the 7th for the Bucs.
2nd full count pitch coming in from Mezen. It's swung on and missed. 2 strikeouts.
Yeah,
No runs.
With
No
side and order, same exact guys.
Gold Sox.
yeah, the only difference is this time DeValley strikes out swinging, but so in 2 innings, Mezen strikes out the side in order. Solid day, so that would make it 10 overall. As the Gold Sox are scoreless in the top of the 6th, we go to the bottom.
Can somebody cover me for a minute?
Welcome back,
Extra
Troy
hitter number
Leaf.
16, Choi Leaf.
Troy Leaf's going to step in now in the bottom of the 6th here. It's Chase Arond going to start his first full inning of work. He came in relief in the middle of the last inning. Delivers a ball outside.
He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out to third base. There's a strike 1 as he fouls it off into right. Umpire requesting baseballs.
1-1 count. Leaf digs back in. Straight down the zone, swung on and missed. 1-2.
Troy Leaf, a tying runner, is looking to get on base here.
1-2 count. Aron really thought that was going to be a strikeout. It's a called ball, 2-2. Make some contact. Foul ball.
Leaf now playing center field instead of Garcia. And Garcia is still in the batting order, but not on defense anymore today.
2-2 outside, full count.
Yeah, Rondon only has pitched to one guy so far, and that was Anthony DeLuca in the bottom of the 5th. And that's a walk, a leadoff walk for Leaf as the tying runner now on base.
Designated hitter number 19, Cy Mezin.
See if Mezin's back can wake up here. His arm has been great on the mound so far. He's 0 for 2, however, batting. He's hitting for himself today in the DH slot as the pitcher. Runner on first. Showed bunt for a second, pulled away, and it's a ball. 1-0.
And Mezin 10 strikeouts on the mound now, looking to get on base. He had a 4.63 ground out for a double play in the first and struck out looking in the 4th.
Showing bunt very early on this pitch.
I think he's trying to
Steps
throw off
back.
a Rond.
Swings at that one. Sent up. Shallow right field. The play is made from the second baseman, Nelson.
And Nelson moved back. Looked like he was going to land in shallow right for a blooper single, but does not.
Number 21, Michael Choi.
So one away here is the leading runner. Michael Choi comes up to bat. Choi was the first Buck to score a run today.
Choi swings and misses at the first pitch he sees here in the 6th. 0-1. Runner on first, 1 out. That's over the plate for another strike. 0-2.
Ron, we haven't seen him pitch much yet today. The one guy he pitched to in the 5th, the fly out, a quick one right to him. He walked one guy, and there was another fly out to second. He hasn't gotten a strikeout just yet.
Runner's going. It's a ball, and the throw, not a good one. Will trickle out to center field, and Leaf will go to third. And it's a 1-2 count on Choi.
And there's so that was the third error of the day by the Gold Sox defense. So that was the second error on the catcher, Diwali. And there's a looking strikeout.
Bring him up there on that inside pitch. Second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryder Edwards.
So yeah, Leaf stole second. Now a wild bad throw, or sorry, not Leaf. Diwali throw to Nelson went into center field, so he was able to advance to third. So today on defense, Diwali was responsible for Leaf advancing to third and Schaefer advancing home.
1-0 count, runner on third base, 2 outs. No sacrifice situation here. Needs to be a hit from Edwards. And that it will in the tying run. The RBI single from Ryder Edwards. Game now tied up at 4 apiece.
Yeah, first time being tied since the bottom of the second.
25, Hunter Zanke.
Zanke steps in, 2 outs still. After 1 run comes in there and ties this thing up. Zanke 0 for 2 on the day, takes a strike.
And Ryder Edwards was 0 for 2 coming into this inning, and he gets an RBI single to get his first hit. And Hunter Zanke looking to get on base for the first time as well.
1. It's a ball. They check up at first base.
I believe 7 errors, 7 combined, is the most of any in one game I've called this year. Times called. Zanke will step back in the batter's box. He's crowding the plate, so look for a strike even if he steps back to avoid it.
One. Big swing. It was a 1-2. Sorry. That's a strikeout. Scoreboard was incorrect.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 error.
So that will end the inning off a swinging strikeout.
And the game now tied. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1-1-1. And see you for the top of the 7th in just a moment.
The Bucs were able to tie this thing up in that last inning.
Number 23, Trevor Spencer.
And it's still Mezen on the mound here, starting his 7th inning of work after just striking out the side last inning. I wonder if they're going to look at him to just do the whole thing at this point. I don't know what's happening with the pitching staff at this point, but he's still doing good. Delivers a ball there on Smentek.
And speaking of pitchers, Logan Tourville has arrived. He wasn't in the dugout before, he is now, so he may come in late to finish the game. Number 26 out there.
One 0 pitch on the ground. Third baseman picks it up. Throw is not going to be able to
So
be in front of the bag.
So great fielding job. He got it in his glove, but he threw it quickly, and it was too quick and forced Zanke off the bag. So there's going to be E5 right there.
First baseman number 7, Matthew Sabolos.
Spolos now will step in, struck out, and did reach on an error. Came around to score. That was that 5th inning when things kind of blew up for the Bucs, but they've recovered nicely.
Yes.
It's a tie game, 4-4.
So Cuervo now has an error at shortstop and third baseman. So struggling wherever he is in the infield. It's 1-0 count for Sabolos.
It's over the plate for a strike, 1-1. Now there's a little action over there in the bullpen.
Yeah, and it is Tourville. You can tell by he's tall and he's not in the dugout. So he's warming up. Expect him to come in the 8th.
Really relied on Mezen up until this point. The ball on the inside, 2-1. And they really turned to Mezen, as I mentioned, and he's answered the call. 10 total strikeouts so far. A chance to get some more here in this inning. 2-1 pitch. That is sent directly out to center field. That'll be a single.
So on that error by the third baseman Cuervo, that allowed Smentek to get on at first. Now Svolos gets a single and moves Smentek up to second. And where there will be a mound visit, Mezen looks like he's done, as they were signaling over to Tourville in the bullpen to get on over here.
I tell him to hurry up his warm-ups.
Yeah, and as the Bucs are the home team, they will get the last word today, but it seems every time they tie up the game immediately after, or the 2 innings later, they just start to fall apart, as we saw in the 5th.
So, mound visit from all the infield. Mezen, as I mentioned, has done great so far. Just going to have to pitch a little bit longer to allow the warm-up to be a full, complete warm-up. It's going to be a little bit accelerated, but you have to imagine if bases get loaded here, or even a run comes home, then Mezen will come out. They're just going to have to put Tourville on the mound. 1-0 count for Rubin. 1 for 2 today. Lets another ball go by, 2-0. Runners on first and second with no outs after the single from Svolos. Two-oh pitch in the dirt. It goes behind Choi, but not too far away. He does a great job at getting up quickly and picking that one up.
So I'm receiving word that throw from Cuervo to Zanke at first was not an error, as Smentek was going to win there anyway, win that race. So 2 hits in this inning, and so there's not 5 errors on the Bucs, just 4.
I was wondering it was going to be a tough play no matter what. So
yeah.
It's up to the discretion of the scorer at times. That'll be a strike. A good delivery from Mezen on the 3-0. 3-1 count. Nah, it's a called strike.
And he threw his back thinking, oh, I got a free walk right there. And he's still like looking at the umpire like, what did you just call? Yeah, so deep in the count, Mezen.
It's a full count now, and he's honestly really helping out his bullpen, allowing the warm-ups to go a little longer now. making this count go full. Runners still on first and second with no outs. That one is low.
And he's like, yeah, call that one a strike two, I dare you. And he doesn't.
So now the bases are loaded with no outs.
Extra hitter number 15, Cody Gonolfi.
This is the problem that they face in the fifth inning.
And the manager is starting to walk out there to do a pitching change, and then he turned around, but now he's going to walk back again. And they're going to bring out a new arm. We'll see in just a minute as we allow them to warm up. So, interestingly enough, they're going to keep Mezen out there, most likely just due to, I guess, the pitcher not being warmed up yet in the bullpen. No reason that seems likely other than that. It's another ball delivered, this time to Gonolfi.
Gonolfi, one of 3 Gold Sox not to get on base today.
Pops this one back, foul ball. 1-1 count. Bases are loaded with no outs, so Gonolfi a real good chance here to take the lead for the Gold Sox.
One count for Gonolfi.
Another foul ball.
That one just grazed the top of the net way over in the parking lot, and somebody's going to have a broken window when they go back to their car.
One and two after a couple foul balls from Gonolfi. Mezen trying to fight his way out of this one. Time called by the batter.
Adjusting his gloves.
One-two pitch. Set to be delivered from Mezen. Swung on and missed. A strikeout. Good recovery. 1 out. Bases still loaded.
If they can get 1, 2, 3 outs here without any runs scoring, props to Mezen. Now, that doesn't happen very often. It happened to the Dodgers earlier in the summer when they were playing the Phillies. And I was very frustrated, but now Mezen has a chance to do it here and keep the game tied.
Lucas will step in. Mezen has pitched 6 1/3 innings so far now. After that strikeout, and it was his 11th K of the day. Ball delivered way upstairs, 1-0.
Joseph Lucas flew out to a shortstop in the third and got on base due to an error by a third baseman in the fifth.
1-0 is over the plate for a strike, 1-1. It's honestly amazing that Mezen's still out here delivering strikes. You know, bases did get loaded off a couple hits and a walk, but trying to recover and allow the pitcher in the bullpen to warm up just a little longer. going to be upstairs. 2-1.
And Tourville has been named the winning pitcher before the season, and he's been player of the game as well. So, and Mezen not in line for the win as they have lost the lead several times today. He's done a stellar job, but will not be credited with the win if the Bucs emerge victorious over the 2-13 Gold Sox.
That's on the ground directly to third. And Choi steps in front of the runner trying to come home, who barrels him over.
He's just like, oh, you get me out, I'll pancake you. And they're cool. They just fist bump. So there's out number 2. Now, fielder's choice. Every runner moves up.
So good job from the third baseman and Choi to not allow a run to come home. Bases are still loaded now, but 2 outs. The ball outside.
It's Liam Flanders.
It's a new hitter coming in for the first time today, Liam Flanders.
Pinch hitting for Max Leon's in the 10 spot.
It's a called strike 1-1. Two outs, bags loaded. No runs have come off the loaded bases. This one fouled directly back, 1-2. So Mezen has a shot to fight his way out of this one.
And a 4-4 in a 4-4 game, you'd expect the hits to be in the double digits, but neither team has above 5 hits today, which is very, very strange.
Yeah, lots of errors, and lots of
Walks.
capitalization off of the errors from both of these teams, really. That's upstairs. 2-2 count.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mezen. Taking his time, getting a read on this new pinch hitter.
2-2 coming in. It is a called ball. It was a check swing, and Mezen really wants to check the first baseline umpire, and the home plate umpire refuses for some reason.
Check that check.
3-2 count. That's over the plate. Mezen fights his way out of it and tallies another strikeout to his total 12 on the day.
Yeah.
And it's time
And
for the seventh
the
inning
best
stretch.
part of this is
Please join us for a round of
there were
take
3
it
men
off.
on with no outs. He keeps them scoreless. Great job there. And I bet you the Gold Sox dugout is very frustrated that they couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. 7th inning stretch. We'll see you right after this.
I need a W for this house. I feel weird wearing glasses, but I have to.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning. Somehow, Cy Mezen
Number 27, Krieger.
was able to claw his way out of the bases being loaded with no outs, not allow a single run to come in, and keep this one tied 4-4. Chase Krieger comes up to the plate. What a pitch right there to kick things off. 0-1 count, and I'm sure the Bucs would love to put up a run and keep the lead here and give Mezen the win because he's worked so hard for it. That will pop over the head of the second baseman, and that'll be a single, a good start for the Bucs.
Sticking his glove out, only full well he couldn't grab it. That blooper single went into right center.
Third baseman, number
For a
11,
leadoff.
Landon Cuervo.
Brandon Cuervo showing bunt. Doesn't go far enough in front of the plate. Foul ball.
Yeah, so leading runner Chase Krieger at first. He's 2 for 3 today. Had a RBI double. Now gets a single, hoping he is batted in.
Cuervo steps out, takes a breath, and digs back in. 0-1 count on him, no outs, runner on first, and they'll check on him over there. Set up for a dramatic ending here. Bottom of the 7th, game tied at 4. Swing and a miss from Cuervo, 0-2.
Cuervo getting on base today. An error by the pitcher. That was Morgan. A bad throw over to first.
Check up at first once again.
Cuervo moved from shortstop to third baseman, but still had an error in his second destination today on defense.
0-2. Drops in the dirt.
That error by Dean Morgan was when his time as pitcher ended today. I think that was a nail in the coffin. A couple more runs did it.
Another foul ball. Count stays the same, 1-2. One-two pitch popped up. And another foul ball.
Cuervo swinging at what he can to get a piece to keep stay alive, rather strike out swinging than not try at all.
Interesting, the lack of pitching changes. This is the bottom of the 7th as this one is knocked left field, drops for a hit. So 2 hits in a row for the Bucs. Both of them being singles. Now runners on first and second with no outs.
Yeah, leading runner now in scoring position. Austin Schaefer had a single today in the 5th.
It's going to be Jaden Rez, actually.
Oh, right.
Batting order.
Jaden Rez. So, yeah, pinch hitter, Jaden Rez.
This is his first AB of the day, so he's walking over to the third base coach.
The shortstop, number 33, Jaden Wes.
Yeah, quick mound visit for the Gold Sox. And a very quick one at that. Manager doesn't even step onto the pitcher's mound. Just a quick scouting report, I'm sure. This is the first AB of the day for Jaden Rez in a very crucial moment. No outs. Runner on first and second base. And a fresh bat. He's going to try to break this one open.
Taking their time. He has still no pitches. He's been staying in the batter's box for over a minute.
Good eye from Jaden. His first pitch he sees of the day. A ball, 1-0. Another ball, same spot. Got to be careful not to let these balls go past the catcher.
Yeah, this is the time you don't want to do that, especially as a road team. They have the last word, and you don't want to be any trailing entering the 9th.
2-0 count, no outs. Runners on first and second. He swings at that one and fouls behind him. 2-1.
Yeah, Rez's number was originally 7 this season. Now it changes to 33. It's typical in this Sunset Baseball League as well as the Golden Coast Collegiate League.
Two-one count. Rez takes a chop, and that hits the catcher.
Yeah, and he took off his mask, and it might be broken. I don't think he's hurt, but the mask certainly is. It's a loud crack.
Definitely. Umpire going to give him the time he needs for sure to recuperate. It's a 2-2 count after that foul tip.
And over at second, Krieger thought it was fair ball, but he forced a walk back.
Rez steps back in on a 2-2 count. Makes some contact. That will drop. First AB of the day, and it's an RBI. He's heading for second. Another run is going to come in. 2-run score off the RBI double from Jaden Rez. And the Bucs take a 2-run lead.
Their first lead of the day, as the best position they've been in is a tie. It was tied at 1 apiece. It was tied at 4 apiece after 6. Now they finally pull ahead.
The center fielder, number 12, Max Garcia.
And that found the perfect gap in between DePalma and Leon's.
A clutch moment from Jaden Rez, capturing the lead 6-4 Bucs lead, and as you mentioned, first lead of the day. Runner from second is going to try to steal third. A bunt laid down, a beautiful bunt. And they can't even make the play at first. Max Garcia is the bunting man once again.
And keep in mind, there are no outs. They have 4 base runners, 4 hits, 2 runs, and we have runners on in the corners now. Third, Jaden Rez, Garcia over at first.
We mentioned coming out into this one, they really wanted to respond after clawing out of that bases loaded situation with no outs. Another bunt laid down, this time from DeLuca. This time the throw is there at first, so 1 out. The pitcher able to cover his position that time.
Now 2 runners in scoring position. As there's 1 away. Troy Leaf is now up.
The extra hitter number 16, Troy Leaf.
And the job for Leaf now, after the runners advancing, is just to get some contact, send this one out there. Even if he does get out, at least get the sacrifice, bring home the runner from third. 6-4 the score, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Troy Leaf up. Ball 1.
And this is the 6th at-bat out of the bottom of the 7th. Tied with the most the Bucs have had in 1 inning today. They also had 6 in the 5th. And they put up 2 runs there and expect
They're going to
more.
intentionally walk him.
Hoping for a double play. Intentional walk, yeah. Didn't
The
even.
designated hitter number 19, Cy Mezin.
It's the first intentional walk I've seen this season between any of the 3 teams that we cover.
Yeah, same. It seems every few games there's something new I learned.
So bases loaded with 1 out. And a ball delivered to Cy Mezin. Once again is the starting pitcher. Still is the pitcher. Nobody's come in relief yet, but most likely the next inning will be a new pitcher. Takes another ball, 2-0.
Loaded bases, 1 out. They're hoping for a double play. It's possible anywhere in the infield. Play it risky. They didn't even try to get DeLuca out.
2-0 count, swung on, and missed from Mezin, who is 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, almost got on base in the 6th, but the second baseman played his blooper hit into shallow right very well as he backed up and stuck his head backwards, caught over looking behind him.
2-1 pitch is a little inside. For a ball, it's 3-1.
Nice spot, kid. I see you working.
Once again, bases loaded, only 1 out. 2 runs have already scored for these Bucs. They lead 6-4 now. That's a called strike. Mezin kind of jumping out of the way of some pitches that aren't super close to him.
Some of these things, like where they show bunt, but they don't actually intend to bunt, and pretending to jump out of the way, that's all to throw off the pitcher.
Full count is a strikeout. Second out of the inning. Bases are still loaded. Choi comes up to the plate now.
Catcher number 21, Michael Choi.
And that was a regular brushback pitch. He was not faking it there. As Choi, 0 for 2 today, takes ball 1. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. He scored the first run of the day for the Bucs. In the 4th, he had a 5-3 ground out. In the 6th, he struck out looking.
Another one that Choi has to turn his shoulder to. A 2-0 count for him. Bases loaded, 2 outs now. No sacrifice situation once again. Called strike on the inside edge there. 2-1.
Choi done great behind the plate today. Saw some people stealing runs at home, thrown pickoff attempts.
2-1 pitch is grounded, foul. 2-2. Big pitch coming in here, 2-2. And that hits him.
And he's hit by pitch again today. The only one hit by a pitch, and that's, one by Morgan, one by Arond. And it's a 7-4 ball game. There's a walk-in run here.
That was a crucial pitch. He was able to get the 2-2 count on the mound.
Ryder Edwards.
And then all that work for nothing as he hits the batter and walks in a freebie.
Yeah, that decision to intentionally walk Troy Leaf in the rear view, not such a good idea. And we are in our 9th at bat in the bottom of the 7th, down.
It's popped up way up high.
I don't even know where it's going.
Edwards 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI single in the 6th, which was that tying run in the 6th inning. Pitch is low for a ball, 1-1.
Ryder Edwards 1 for 3. You're going to go 2 for 4. Swings and misses.
1-2 count, 2 outs, bases still loaded. 3 runs have come in for these Bucs in this inning. It's 4 runs alone in the past 2 innings for the Bucs. This one is right to the second baseman on the ground.
Oh.
A bad throw forces the first baseman to step off, and he can't make the tag.
So there's going to be an error on the second baseman, Nelson, who up until now has done great. But so E4 is how Ryder Edwards will get on base. So moving up, Michael Choi is now at second. Troy Leaf is now at third, and coming home on that error is Max Garcia.
That's popped up. Catcher looking to make a play, and he does. That will in the inning. Yeah.
So bottom of the 7th, a big one for the Ventura County Bucs. They put up 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. It's now 8-4. They're in cruise control now. See you for the beginning of the 8th in just a moment.
Bucs lead by 4. Top of the 8th.
Schofield.
8-4 the score. Logan Tourville coming in. A complete 7 innings for the starting pitcher, Cy Mezin, who tallied up 12 strikeouts in total. All 4 runs were while he was pitching. And Tourville delivers a strike. First pitch of the day in Schofield. Just a little upstairs there, 1-1.
Schofield today is the leadoff hitter for the game. Got on with an
One's in the dirt, another ball. 2 in a row now, 2-1.
Hops is foul, evening the count.
2-2 count now for Schofield. He singled in the 3rd inning. Popped out to center field in the 5th. We are in the 8th on a 2-2 count. Tourville fires outside, full count.
We've seen leadoff hitters get a full count today from Mezin, now from Tourville. Not sure what to expect from him.
More contact, foul ball, stays alive. Another full count pitch coming in, no outs. And another foul ball.
Getting a piece of it, does not want to get strikeout looking. He does not want to know that he's got out by not even trying.
First full count that Schofield has faced today, and he's done a good job so far. 3rd in a row. This one on the ground directly to the shortstop. Throw is there. And he's out at first.
6-3 ground out. This one, Rez to Zanke, so he's delivering on offense and defense today. Now, Sebastian De Palma.
Palma 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI single in the 1st inning and then struck out twice. It's a ball to start things off for him. 1-0 count.
The shadows creep in here as the sun sets. 2-0.
Tourville struggling a little bit to find the strike zone here. Gets him to swing and miss at that one, though. 2-1 count. 1 out, nobody on.
This is crunch time now. If you're the Gold Sox, you didn't trail until the bottom of the 7th today, and you're down 4 runs.
Some good contact left field, but Krieger there to make the grab.
Great hit, but Krieger just saw it coming. His long stride, he was able to get underneath it. No shame there by De Palma.
The second baseman, number 17, Steven Nelson.
So Logan Tourville turned 2 here in the 8th, and he's looking to go 1-2-3 after they just took the 4-run lead there in the last inning. This one's on the ground. Second base should be the easy play, and it is.
And look, and then Tourville was just jogging into the dugout, knowing full well that the DeLuca and Zanke would make that play. So a 1-2-3 inning, His first inning of the day goes perfectly, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th as the Bucs lead by 8-4.
Left fielder number 27, Chase Krieger.
The Gold Sox are turning to the arm of a new pitcher in Liam Flanders, who just got through warming up after kind of all fell apart for them in the last inning, the 7th, where the Bucs were able to put up 4 runs. And it started with this guy right here, Chase Krieger. They were able to go all the way around in the batting order. Krieger kicked things off with a single. And to follow him, 3 more hits in a row. See if they can do the same thing here.
And at the plate, Flanders came in the 7th inning as a pinch hitter for Leon's. He struck out looking.
It's a ball inside, 1-0 count. One upstairs.
And he really leaned back on that before he threw it. Two and one, way out ahead of that pitch.
Once again with the lead, it would make Simez the winning pitcher, as he went a full 7 innings and just really did everything he could to put his team in a good position here. 2-2 count now after the foul ball.
Cuervo on deck. Also due up in this inning, Jaden Reyes.
That's a ball, full count. to welcome Flanders into the game on the mound. We were already 2 for 3 today. Pops this one up. Foul ball. As an RBI double, a single, and a run to his name. Great day for Krieger offensively.
Never striking out, even when he got out in the 5th. It was 6-3. Ground out.
He'll take a
Getting a
base
piece of it.
there.
The third baseman, number 11, Brandon Cuervo.
So he gets on base for the second inning in a row to lead things off. This time from a walk off a full count. Brandon Cuervo now coming up, who also had a single just last inning. And that one is upstairs.
Gold Sox desperately trying to keep the Bucs scoreless as they have only one inning left to tie this game.
One-oh pitch finds the zone. 1-1. Gonna check up at first. He gets back easily.
And seat on the ground with his hand on the bag just to make sure of that.
One runner from first is running, and it's a ball. The catcher didn't even bother to stand up, try to make a play.
And
Stolen base for Krieger.
No effort there for Diwali. Krieger, steals first stolen base of the day. The first stolen base by a Buccaneer since Troy Leaf in the 5th. In the 6th, excuse me.
2-1 pitch, swing on, sent high up, right center field. Center fielder makes the grab, throw over to third. It was a little wide. The throw was probably there in time from center field as Krieger tagged up.
Yeah, the throw was on time and it passed him as he was running, but it forced Lucas off the bag.
The shortstop, number 33,
De Palma's throw,
Jaden
so
Reds.
moving up to third is Krieger. Now Jaden Rez. A 2 RBI double last inning. Looks to follow that up here. Drifting foul.
And Rez was really that guy that came in and he brought them around and made those hits from Krieger and Cuervo worth it. In his first debut of the day, he's 1 for 1 with a double, 2 RBIs, and a run. Great short day so far. Swings at an inside pitch, popped up left field. They make the grab. He's going to try to tag from third. Krieger running in, throw. Catcher not able to make the grab, and that'll be another run as Krieger tags up and comes in off the sac fly from Jaden Rez. We have 2 outs now, and it'll turn over to the top of the order. The score now 9-4. Bucs with a 5-run lead.
I don't know what the coach was talking about there, but yeah, the sacrifice fly out to left brought home Krieger, and it's a 9-4 ball game, and now it's climbing further up that ladder, closer to victory.
So even though Rez did not get on base, it's the third RBI and 2 ABs for him.
Number 12, Max Garcia.
So 3 RBIs, a double, and a run for Jaden Rez after just coming in the 7th inning. What a day for him. Once again, top of the order now, Max Garcia steps up, and the Bucs lead by 5. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here.
For 4.
So called ball on Garcia.
Flanders is still out there after a long pause.
Sent right back to the pitcher. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning.
So 1 run, no hits, no errors in the bottom of the 8th.
No errors. 9th.
3 outs away from a victory, the Bucs are. See you after this.
Catcher number 9, Evan DeValley.
Tourville starting his 2nd inning of work after a 1-2-3 in the 8th. He's 3 outs away from capturing the win for this team. It would be a save for him and a win for Cy Mezin, who went full 7 innings. It's a strike on DeValley, the leadoff batter for the 9th inning. 0-1. On the ground, short, picks it up, makes the throw. A bad throw way up high.
E6 there. Big time E6. And if that was an accurate throw over to Zenke, the top of the 9th would have started the same way as the top of the 8th with a 6-3 ground out. So
The designated hitter number 23, Trevor Smentek.
So the Gold Sox get on the base paths after the error. They trail by 5 runs, 9-4 the score. Tourville delivers 1 outside on Smentek. Smentek 1 for 2 today. A single and a walk. Also popped out to right field. 1-0 count.
and a huge hole to climb out of as that one hit a blooper single into center field, and with 2 runners on, one hit and 1 error. And they couldn't have asked for a better start so far. Now Matthew Svolos, the first baseman.
The first baseman, number 7, Matthew Swolos.
Gonzalez is singled, struck out, and reached on an error today. He now steps up with runners on first and second, no outs. This one on the ground. Not going to be able to turn two. They do get him out at first, though.
So there's the 6-3 ground out that was supposed to happen with Diwali's at bat. But it happens here now, 2 runners in scoring position.
The right fielder, number 10, Luca Rubin.
Luca Rubin 1 for 2 today. Had a single in the 5th. And came home to score a run on a wild pitch. And in the second, he had a 1-3 ground out.
It's on second and third now. Pitch comes in. It's a called strike on the outside edge for Rubin. 0-1. The Bucs can afford to give up a couple runs if they need to. Foul ball. But Tourville still trying to fight his way. Not allow them to come home at all. 0-2 count now. With a chance to keep these runners still and tally up the second out. It should be huge.
That one hit into center field again. It's going to get down for a base hit.
It'll bring in one run. Runner from second's going to go to third. The throw is way up high. And it goes out of play into the dugout, so that will bring in another run. And it's going to bring the hitter that and Rubin that made it to second. He's going to be able to advance to third off of that.
So that's, there's an error by the center fielder, Choi Leaf, throwing it way high over Cuervo's head. So it's now a 9-6 ball game with 1 out.
And all of a sudden, it's a little achievable now for the Gold Sox. A runner on third with only 1 out. And they trail by 3. Where?
Their number 11, Chase Holland. Is he back? Number 11, Chase Holland.
Ron steps in for the first time today. Way up high from Tourville, 1-0 count.
So on that wild throw from center field to third base, Rubin was able to advance all the way to third on that RBI single.
Count delivered right over the plate, 1-1.
Chase Aranda, pinch hitter in the 8th spot for the extra hitter, Cody Gonzalez. He's a 2-way player today.
1-1, a huge swing and a miss. 1-2 now for Arand. Tourville looking to keep Rubin at third. And errors have really just been costing this team. Both teams have been able to capitalize off of silly mistakes. It's just the Bucs that have been able to do so a little bit more than the Gold Sox. All delivered, 2-2 count.
6 errors for the Bucs and 3 for the Gold Sox.
That's a strike. That'll get him out looking. 2 outs. First strikeout of the day for Tourville. And it comes in a very crucial time with a runner on third base. Now 2 outs. And the game rests on the bat of Joseph Lucas. To see if this one will extend any further or end right here. Popped up. Shallow. Infield, second baseman, makes the play, ends the game. Bucs win.
Anthony DeLuca making that last out. Bucs win 9-6.
The winning pitcher, the starting pitcher, Cy Mezin, who went a full 7 innings, a total of 12 strikeouts, bound to be player of the game for sure. Also, a notable player definitely is going to be Jaden Rez, who came in, got that